Coming in hot from Arizona, this is Trevor
and Troy Howard.
And you're on So Tell Us Time. You can have everything you want in your business. Sometimes you just need a little help.
Every business owner would love to charge more for their services, but sometimes you can sacrifice long-term loyalty for a short-term profit.
Creating the right rituals is key to your business having success.
Are you tired of competing with your competitors? Guess what? You don't have to compete if you create.
What's up, So Tell Us Time? What's up, fam? We're excited to be with you guys today. It's a good day. It's a good day because it's a Tuesday, which means it's So Tell Us Time. It's good to get the family together, you know? I just love, I mean, you're all, maybe in your trucks or sitting at your desk or whatever, but what you don't realize is there's thousands of you doing it at the same time. We're all coming together every Tuesday morning. I love it. It's so exciting. It is the bomb. So today is going to be a great day because we're talking about part three of Facts Tell, Stories Sell. And this is going to be a good one because today we're going to be focusing on incorporating your stories into your website and email marketing, right? So you've created your story or you've found your story, right? And then in part two, we kind of helped you get your story a little bit more and maybe spruce it up a bit, right?
Yep.
And then in part three, we're going to actually start implementing those stories. And so remember, there's still more parts to come, but this is just focused today on website and email marketing, which is super important to have your story. And I mean, we just recently redid our website and we were able to incorporate our story a little bit more with that rendition, the new rendition of our website. And it's super exciting. So if you haven't seen SoTellUs.com, go check it out. Brought to you today by So Tell Us. All right, Troy, take over.
All right. So let's talk about your website first. Where should your story be on your website? Of course, first and foremost, it should be on the homepage of your website. So, you could have a written section where if your story is in written form, you could put it there where people can read it.
It can literally be titled Our Story.
Exactly. Yeah, I actually it could be Our Story, or another idea I came up with was What Makes Us Different.
Oh, I like that one.
That'd be another one. Preferably, though, you have a video of your story.
Yes.
So, that could be, again, it could be, I want you to think about that video for a second. This is kind of a side note here, but if you're going to make a video, you could just record yourself talking about and sharing your story. Mm-hmm. If you don't want to be on camera, you can just record your story and then have, there's lots of different companies out there that can put together a video for you with stock images.
Go to Fiverr.com, people.
Exactly.
You'll be taken care of easily.
Yeah. And they can put together a video for you. If you don't even want your voice on there, you can go to Fiverr and you can pay somebody to read it for you.
Correct.
And, in that video. So
there's some purdy voices on there.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you can get it in video, that's going to be way better than written. Yep. But if all you can do right now is get it in there in writing, then do that.
Yes, please.
Now, where should that be on your homepage? Do you want it at the very top? The very first thing they see? No. That's not what you want at the top of the website.
Right.
You want to make sure that when people come to your website within less than 3 seconds, they know exactly what you do, right?
Yep.
So whatever's at the very top there, your hero image, it needs to explain exactly who you are so that people know they're on the right website.
Correct.
So down farther on that page, we're going to put that story.
Mm-hmm.
So preferably, it should probably be about halfway down, maybe 2/3 of the way down. And I'm going to tell you why in a little bit. So you don't want it to be the very next thing, but a little bit farther down on the page.
Yep.
So that people know so first they understand what you do, right? And then hopefully you have some sort of a call to action to get them to take action. And if they don't take action, down below that, you're going to have some more things to convince them. And then down below that, you're going to have your story that's going to, really get them to get to know you a little bit better and build some trust so that they then take action.
Absolutely.
So so that's where you want it on the homepage of your website. Now you can also put it on your About Us page if you have an About Us page. That's a great place to put your story there. And you can also just create, I've seen this several times now, a page on a website called Our Story.
Absolutely.
And people can just go, yeah, I wanted to learn more about this business. Click on it and go check it out, right? And just put your art.
And if you're going to do that, make sure you have like a picture of the owner.
Yes.
Right? Have a picture of yourself on that page. Have a
Exactly.
picture, even better, of your family if you have one of those.
Yep.
If it's you and your dog, people love animals. If it's you and your cat, people kind of love cats, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. People love cats, and cats are super cool. Troy and I are just super allergic to them. So.
Yes. We love cats from a distance.
From a distance. And you know what's funny about cats is, and I'm going to get off on a rant here, but what's funny about cats is they always know who is allergic to them.
Yes.
Because if Troy and I walk into a house with a cat, there could be 50 people in there, and that cat is going to jump on one of our laps, and not just jump on our lap, it's going to get its little nose up by our nose. And trust me, these cats, they're conniving little suckers.
Oh, yeah, they're smart. So, but yes, make it more personal on that page, and if you can even put in a picture of your entire team if you want to do that. But, you're wanting them to get to know you and to know that story. And we've talked about why in those past episodes. Now, what about your customer stories? These are important too. So when it comes to the homepage of your website, those customer stories, well, first off, I'm going to remind you one more time why customer stories are so important.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to give you one fact. We're going to have more stories in this than we are going to have facts, but here's your one fact. Consumers are 40 times more likely to believe what other people say about your business than what you say about your business.
Right. And if you put it in story format, did you know that your customers or potential customers are more likely to believe what other people say about your business than what you say about your business? My friend was just telling me this the other day. And see, that's still a story.
Exactly. So that just shows how important these stories are from your customers. Now I want you to think about your homepage of your website, and I want you to picture all the content that's on there. Okay, think about that for a second. Now, having your customer stories, people are going to believe those 40 times more than anything else that is on that page. Because everything else that's on that page is stuff that you're talking about your business, right?
Yep.
So that's how powerful that is.
Well, and now thinking about it, where is it? Exactly. Where do you have it on your page? Is it buried in a sub-tab called testimonials? If it's buried in a sub-tab somewhere, my friends, you are failing at this.
Yeah. Is it at the very bottom of your homepage? And do you only show like 2 reviews down there, something like that?
2 testimonials.
So I want you to think about that. Again, think about it from a psychological perspective. If it's way more believable, where should it be on the page? Right towards the top.
Absolutely.
So what can you do? How do you show your customer stories? Let's talk about that. You want to either show your customer reviews. That's a great way to do it. Or if you have videos of your customers, like we talked about last week, putting those videos on that homepage, and then they should be in the top half of that homepage. So for me, and I think Trevor would back me up on this, I would have a hero image, or a video at the top that explains exactly what we do, so they know, oh my gosh, yes, I'm in the right place.
Correct.
Then I'm going to have a call to action right off the bat. So if they go, yep, this is what I need, boom, they fill out the form. Yep. Exactly. And then if they don't take my call to action, they didn't fill out my form, the very next thing they're going to see is my customer reviews.
Absolutely. And then below that, you could have your services. You could highlight some of your most popular services. And then guess what I would have after that? Maybe you could even have a little written about us section, right? But then I would have another get a free quote form or contact us, multiple points of contacting you. Because the point of a website is to be a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week employee, sales rep. So you should have your phone number no matter where they go. It drives me nuts. People scroll down, the phone number disappears. Are you kidding me? So when they scroll down, the phone number stays. It should be form, contact me, and then further down, contact me, and then contact me again. Like, that is the purpose of your website.
Yes.
People are not going there to read a freaking novel.
Yeah. And and between every one of those contact me's is why they want to contact you, right?
Correct.
It's the proof. It's your reviews.
Correct.
It's your story about you.
Yep.
It's your services. Show me what
Top
your services are.
Yep. Exactly.
Exactly. So that's how you set up that home page of your website. You can also have a reviews page.
Sure.
A page that's just dedicated to your reviews.
But don't hide it in a sub page.
No.
Drive me nuts. Don't do that.
Yep. Again, it's how many times more powerful than what you say about yourself? 40 times.
40
which means
times.
it's 40 times more important than any other page.
Not 30, 40.
Yep. And then as we talked about a little bit here, or a little bit earlier, calls to action. Anytime that you have a call to action on your website where you're trying to get them to either make a buying decision, to schedule an appointment with you, to fill out a form, to contact you, you should always have your customer stories or reviews somewhere very close to that.
Absolutely.
Where again, that is just going to make them feel like, you know what? All these people over here are saying that they're a great company. I need to fill out this form.
Absolutely.
Right? It's your proof of why they need to follow that call to action. So that's where you want to do. That's what you want to do with your customer stories, your customer reviews,
And your website.
Anything you want to add to the website, Trevor, before we move on to email?
Nope. Let's move to email.
Okay. So the second one we're going to talk about today is email. There's, again, like Trevor said, there's going to be more episodes where we talk about other forms of marketing.
Correct.
But today we're just covering website and email.
I guarantee your website's not set up right. I guarantee it.
Absolutely.
If I'm wrong, make a comment. Comment right in the comments. Tell me I'm wrong. And then give me a link to your website because I want to see it.
I love it. Okay, so email. Let's talk about email for a second here. I'm going to give you a couple of different ways that you can utilize your story in your emails. Number one is the email signature, right? Every single email has a signature at the bottom. And what do? We say, thanks, Troy Howard, founder of Sotellus, blah, 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 blah. Here's my phone number. Here's my email, right? We give them our contact information down there. And then that's it.
Our signature. Yeah, like that's so freaking important.
Yeah, like
my
they don't
name.
like they don't already have our email because we just emailed them, right? So that's what we do, and for some reason we're trained to do that. What we should be doing in there is we should be putting pertinent information that we want them to see every single time.
Yes.
So, for example, you could have right down there a line below your name and all that says, check out our story.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a link to the video of your story on your website.
Absolutely.
That's a good one. Or I love this one, and we do this all the time. Check out our reviews.
Absolutely.
And I would even say check out our 5-star reviews.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about the layout of a signature, right? You don't have to have your name first in the signature.
Yeah.
You can put whatever you want. So I would do like a PS. Check out what our customers have to say about us. And then I would, and the link to it. And then I would have the name and the phone number and the email and the whatever,
Yeah. So again, now this is every time you send an email, every time one of your employees sends an email, you're promoting these
Correct.
things that are really important in your business, right?
Absolutely.
So that's one thing. That's something very easy. Get that done right away. Another thing is when you're sending out individual emails, right? So just one-off emails here and there. One great individual email that you can send out to prospects is just an email about your company and your story.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Just send it out and say, hey, I'm so glad that you're interested in our company. I want to tell you a little bit more about us.
Mm-hmm.
And you can either put the story in there. You can give them a link to go to your story page. I would put the story in there and give them a link over to the page. Check it out there.
Yes.
Right? But it just gets them they get to know you a little bit better. And when they know you better, they're more likely to buy from you. So that's a great individual email that can be sent out to anyone. And then the other thing is, let's say maybe you have email campaigns like we do, where we have these long marketing campaigns with all of these emails in there that are set up in advance so that when someone is interested in Sotellus or one of our other services, boom, they're automatically going to get all these different emails, right? And they're going to be delivered at a certain time. But what we do in those campaigns is every single email that is sent out, we include a customer story or a customer review.
Yeah.
So, for example, especially to all the ones that are going out to our prospects.
Absolutely.
People that are interested in Sotellus. And usually what we do is at the, right towards the very end, like Trevor said, we'll say, P.S., check out this video review of Dr. Funk sharing how he got 87 reviews in 7 days.
Yep.
Or P.S., check out how This customer quadrupled their business, in 3 months using the Sotellus system. And then we're driving them right to that customer review. And normally it's a video review where they can watch and, see the experience that this customer had using us. And what's great about it is, especially when you're doing a campaign, is that you can change these in every single email.
Right.
So for example, depending on what we're talking about in the body of the email, that kind of determines what customer story we're going to share at the bottom of the email. But the point is, every single time they get a communication from us, they're seeing another success story, success story. And hopefully they're going to connect with one of those success stories and be like, man, I wish I could get 87 reviews in 7 days. That would change my business. Yep. I'm going to check out this system. Or, man, I wish I could double my business, right? So they're going to connect with one of those stories. So we're not always sharing the exact same story every single time. We're varying it based on what the content is of the email. And we also want them to connect. So they may connect with a different story than, another person. So having different stories in there, again, in different emails makes a huge difference. All right, Trevor, anything else you want to add on the email side?
No, I love it. That's perfect. So let's jump into homework. Yes, it's that time of day, my friends. It's homework time. I know. You thought you were out of school. No, you are always in the school of life, my friends. And you have chosen to be in the school of business.
Yes.
So, as your teacher, and I am a good-looking teacher, by the way, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm good at what I do. I'm going to give you your homework today, and it is going to be take your story, get your story, take your story, put it on your website. Put it on your website, or I'm going to get the ruler out and I'm going to slap those knuckles. All right. Get it on your website. And then, more importantly, in my opinion, because a big part of your story is your clients' stories. And you heard Troy saying client stories or reviews, and that's really what he means, is that it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Your client reviews are their story of their success with your company, right?
Absolutely.
So take those and get those on your website and get them into your emails. Why not? Your email is going out. You might as well, even if a 1% looks at that. That's 1% that might be 40 times more convinced to do business with you, right? All right, all my little lovelies. It's been a wonderful day spending some time with you here at Sotellus Time. But sadly, our time together has ended.
I feel like you're like becoming Mrs. Doubtfire or something. My little puppets.
I know. I'm trying to remember the part of Mrs. Doubtfire where she's like, I'm on my way, dear. I'm on my way. Hold on. I'm on my way. And she's trying to save the kid or something like that. Anyways. All right. Well, we love you. We appreciate you. We hope you laugh with us. We hope you cry with us sometimes. Troy's a big baby. He cries on here all the time.
All the time.
And we hope you...
I always cry when Trevor steals my thunder and gives away all the tips before we even get into the podcast.
It would really benefit me to read the outlines, but that's not any fun. Jeez, that's ridiculous. Okay. We love you. We appreciate you. And we will check you guys on the next episode, which is part 4 of Facts Tell, Stories Sell. And good night, Sotellus family.